industry, how silver is being used, the shoe, the sports, agriculture, how precious metals is being used, the homes, automobiles, so on, and technology. So bear with us. This is a new site. So we every week you're going to see various upgrades that's going to go on with this site. I have up here the subscription. Those who has been gifted, if you like what you hear today or understand and you're very interested in moving forward with this, I suggest you subscribe and you'll get this weekly Zoom class. Also, we have a giveaway, and the 100 person that subscribe will win 500 grams of silver. I'm going to do some other giveaways now that we have everything is pushing to our own platform. I like to thank Brother Red Pill. We did a collaboration with him for 1 month, and it was very successful. And we decided to end that and bring everything in-house. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the time that I was able to share on this platform.
Email.
Excuse me?
No, sorry, that's me. I'm sorry. Somebody just said that they didn't receive the link, so I just letting them know that I sent it to their email.
Can you mind? Okay. Thank you. So, greetings, brother. Greetings, brother Michael. So, salute to you all. Bank Silver, that's going to be the site. That's going to be the hub that we're building. We're also going to have opportunities for loans, collaboration. As you know, I have a jewelry manufacturer here in Brazil and one in New York. And we have affiliates in London as well of manufacturing jewelry and various other things. So again, just keep abreast every week and use the site, use these videos under classes, and these are great tools. So okay, so I want to say again, this is a very collective group of people. It's a very powerful group of people that are here tonight and that's been involved in these workshops. And it's a lot going on behind the scenes. So get your pens, get your pads, get your paper out. Get ready.
Excuse me, but you're breaking up, Nkaru?
Okay. 1 second, please.
Yeah, it happens more when you share your screen. So at some point, maybe you can get the person who set up your internet to, because the sharing of the screen is important.
Yes, yeah, 1 second.
It's no platform.
Marie, you have to mute your phone.
All right, so let's see here. I'm going to close up this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're very choppy. Yeah, you're very choppy. So stop sharing or, well.
Well, I need to share the screen so come in and out of that.
Can everyone just mute their phone, please?
Can you mute yours and see what happens? Because that may be as well.
Can you hear me,
All right. I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Is my voice still choppy?
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start sharing the screen now. We're going to go right into the class. So I want to start at the bottom. I hope everybody can see this screen. I want to go at the bottom and start at the meaning of precious metals and the process of becoming silver and gold into nature and in the human body. So let's look at the word precious. If you write that down or you take note of that memory note, precious means to be under pressure. It means it's a verb, it's an action, it's a process that is going through. This process that is going through is right here in this quartz, where you see this vein of gold right here. This is a process to becoming gold. So all of this quartz is moving the essence of the quartz, which is creating the purest of the purest and the purest out of the quartz, what we call gold. That's a process that goes on in nature, a natural occurrence of pressure to create via diamond, to create via gold, precious metals, and silver. Well, this concept of pressure is happening in us. As human beings, the process, it could look like many other things. It could look like we're not being treated fair. It can look like reparations. It can look like slavery. All of that is pressure. It's an opponent. If you stand back and look at this from the fifth dimension, your fifth dimension man or woman, you will see this process that's going on in this third dimension, which is this rock right here, is creating a pressure. So this is an agreement that this rock has. It's in agreement that it wants to turn a certain portion of itself into the purest essence of itself, which is gold that does not tarnish or rust. So when we under pressure or we have various adversaries, we are being turned in the alchemistry of gold. So the metal, so precious is the verb. The metal is the noun. It is the thing. It is the form that is coming into. So you have quartz, you have gold, which is metal, molten, many, emi. So all of these root words, molecular, is collectively explaining the form of this thing, of the end results. So we have to understand that when we're dealing with precious metals and we're accumulating it weekly, by getting familiar with it, we're inviting ourselves to be put under pressure to become the precious metals, because when we accumulate it weekly, the silver, which is the peace frequency we get to later, we in agreement that we going through the process, an alchemistry process of becoming silver and a peace frequency and becoming gold, which is enlightenment. So this is an agreement that we came upon when we was in the fifth or sixth or seventh dimension and decided to come into this third dimension. We said, we want to be enlightened. So that comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of adversaries. So this will give us a big picture, because now, by us knowing this, you know how to fight, you surrender. And it's called non-participation. And we'll go through that. Any questions on that so far?
Well, in the Lord of the Rings, they had this guy who was using a band of gold to do a lot of different magical things, like disappearing and seeing things like that. And he used to say, my precious, my precious. So he was under a lot of pressure carrying that gold. That's what just came to mind.
Sure, sure. You know, the name speaks for itself. So, you know, again, this is what you're going to go through. This is a process. So here we go. Life key is simplicity. So this is the lesson plan for the day. Understanding the frequencies of the silver fruit tree. So in this teaching, you're looking at a three-dimensional or a total 360-degree teaching, because we're dealing with the roots, the underworld, and we're dealing with the world on the land and in above. So you have the third dimension, which is this physical, and then you begin to go into the minus dimensions when you go into the underworld, the darkness or whatever. And then when you come up, you begin to go into these fourths. So we're going to be dealing with the silver fruit tree.
Go back that slide before the tree. It went by really fast.
Okay, don't, that's all right. I meant to go past that, but I'm gonna go back to it.
Okay.
Let me go through this. So, do you want to be wealthy? This is the questions that you want to ask yourself. It's a very simple process. Buy money / silver every week. This is the frequency. So what we're dealing with here is an application of problem solving. And as you see this application of problem solving, you will know it's the truth, because you're going to see it over and over and over and over again. The next question is, do you want to be healthy? Eat and study from the silver fruit tree weekly. Okay, this is a very simple process. It's going to explain itself as we go. Buying physical silver weekly gives you a direct connection with Mother Earth. Eating silver fruit and leaves will heal your inner being. So for example, when I looked at this tree and I went and Googled is silver